After the last month in deserty California and a bit in Nevada, I continued my way north. No trek north is complete without going through Oregon, and no Oregon trip is complete without hot springs, rivers, and rain. After a long day of chores, I ended up someplace that I surprisingly don't mind sleeping at. A rest stop. I don't know what it is about rest stops that make me love them so much. Maybe it's the fact that I know that I can stay there. Or maybe it's that sense of camaraderie that you feel with everyone else there. Hello from Reno, Nevada. I am exhausted. My sleep last night, not good. Went to bed late, woke up early, and we have a long drive today. So obviously coffee is the first stop. Can I make it without coffee? Possibly. Do I want to? No. With coffee in my system and the promise of hot springs on the horizon, we started our journey north. And of course, that journey was interrupted by rain. See, my windshield wipers have been in desperate need of repair for a while now. The rubber was falling off, and they were not doing their job. So it became my #1 priority to get new windshield wipers. What I thought would be a quick 10-minute Walmart trip turned into at least an hour.
Oh no, I got it. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I have to remove this connector, but I am struggling. I don't want to break anything. It says just like pull up. But I got it! It just needed to be a little bit more forceful. After looking at the directions for these windshield wipers, trying to put them on multiple different ways, reading the instructions multiple different times, and even getting some help from people walking by, I realized that I had the complete wrong windshield wipers, and so I finally went back in and exchanged them for the correct ones. Woohoo! And the next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. to hike to some hot springs. I'm not gonna lie, I had a few minutes of fuck it, let's just go another time, as I laid in bed in the dark, wanting to fall back asleep. It's 5 a.m. The car's on, you probably can hear it, and Julie and I are gonna go to the hot springs. I probably look like a mess. I feel like one too. I hate getting up early. This is early for me. Anything past 10 a.m. is early for me, I swear. But I got up, and boy, I am glad I did. Time to go up this largest incline. Every time I come here, I think I'm ready for this hike, and I never am. It doesn't even look that bad. The spot we stayed at to see the hot springs was beautiful, but unfortunately the mosquitoes were miserable and the service wasn't strong enough for me to work. So after a long nap, we packed up and left. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really sweaty and hot. But anyways, we are leaving our current spot. We went to the hot springs. Okay, that was awesome. But the spot that we're at has mosquitoes galore, so we're leaving. And you know, I need to slow down. And you know, I don't mind mosquitoes here or there and whatnot, but no, this is like swarms of mosquitoes, and we can't do it. We can't do it. So we found another spot that looks really awesome. It looks like it's on a river, and I want to go dipping in a river so bad right now. Getting that time of the year where spots are taken, especially if they're on the apps. And you have to just keep driving and looking for spots and hoping that there is one. And if not, well, you just keep driving. Yep, bad time of the year. This place has been getting pretty busy recently, but besides that, I think it's one of my favorite spots because we're literally right on the river and it's a clean river. I've been driving up and down Highway 395 for the past couple weeks, and I have not seen this highway without snow. So the last time I was on this highway, it was absolutely covered in snow. Everywhere I wanted to stay, snow. I drove by this one BLM land that I had stayed at called Eagle Lake, and seeing it without snow is absolutely beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the snow made it its own kind of beauty, of course, but without the snow, wow, gorgeous. And I'm so happy I've been able to see this wonderful area and highway without snow on it. It's kind of like deja vu, but different. Finding a new spot ended up being a blessing in disguise, as most plan changes usually are, I'm learning. With the river in our backyard and the sunlight glistening off the water, I was reminded that the uncertainty that comes with living in a van is one of the aspects that make it so incredible. The days were warm-ish, warm enough that I decided I could take a bath in the river, the freezing cold river. Okay, maybe it took longer than I'd like to admit, but I did eventually submerge myself into the water. Did I have to do this? Absolutely not. But once I get an idea, it's really hard for me to let it go. And while it was cold at first, I got used to it and it wasn't so bad after all. I think that's the theme of today's video. Things are never so bad after all.